Let's get it.
What up, y'all? Another episode of Bull Rad Show featuring Mal and Mac.
What's
And,
happening?
we've been laying
What's
in the
good?
cut a lot, but there's been a lot going on. So, first of all, B Rad, how you doing, homie? You all right?
I'm doing very well. How you guys doing? Everything good?
Oh yeah.
I'm good. I'm maintaining. Mal Mac, what's up?
Coping steady. You know, I'm posted like a stamp.
Hey, I'm posted like a mailbox. But, first of all, before we get into them topics that I put up, I just watched this Charleston White video. Oh my god, this dude, what the fuck? Like he's condemning these rappers for dissing the dead, but that's all he does is diss the dead. Like he's going at King Von, a dead rapper. He's going at all the dead rappers, the most gangster rappers for his clout with YouTube and all that type of shit. But I'm like, this dude, I really want him knocked off. Fuck him. I want to beat this fuck out this little motherfucker. He's a piece of shit. He's bad for the culture. He's bad for everything because basically what he's doing is making money off of these people's death, off of this, you know, the life. You claim you're talking down on it, or you talking down on it really, but really what you're doing is you're benefit off of it. You're benefiting off of all this bullshit, and you're making these dudes dead people who got relatives that's alive watching, and you're just going off on the dead. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this old bastard? I know the money, I understand that or whatever. He got the following, so whatever crazy thing he say about King Von or all the dead rappers is gonna go because he got the following. But this dude is a piece of shit. He's really literally a piece of scum under the earth. He's a fucking dirtbag. And the new information that came out, he claimed, oh, we did the murder, this and that, and da. There's some new information that came out about how this little punk ratted on his crew soon as they picked him up. So the day they picked him up, he ratted everybody out. So nobody needs to be listening to this type of fucking scum.
Right.
Don't listen to this type of dude, man. For real. Somebody that's going to sell out his friends immediately as the cops pick him up. Like, what the fuck? And he's still out here preaching. This guy's a fucking piece of shit. I want my hands around his neck. I want to fucking beat the shit out of him. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Oh yeah.
He's on some real foul shit right now. It's he just is. And the thing is I don't understand why people keep watching his videos. Like, granted, it's a dumpster fire, but like I get the feeling that they're not watching the videos thinking, "Oh, fuck this guy." I think they're watching the video like, "Oh, I want to see what happens next." Like,
yeah, they entertain.
They want to see people rat. They want to see people rat. They really do. They just want to see it because it ain't gonna be no fun. Everybody keeps their mouth shut and gets sentenced to life. It's gonna be more fun if like, some people get out, like rat on people, and then there's drama, and maybe dead people. Like,
right. I'm not knocking him for being a dirty rat. I'm knocking him for being a fucking liar, hypocrite.
Yeah. He's
we did this body, da. You didn't tell the real story, man. And you still he goes to his co-defendants parole hearings to say, oh, don't let him out because I'm not safe. He does that every fucking time they have a parole hearing. He's there. I'm not knocking him in a rat. If you want to be a rat, be a fucking a regular human being or whatever type. I don't know the word, a civilian. Yeah. But no, don't be on the internet claiming you're this and then but you're really a fucking worse than a rat. You're a piece of shit scumbag. He goes to court every time his co-defendants have the parole hearing to get out. He goes to court to say, no, don't let the motherfucker out. And they were all kids when it happened. Like, what type of scumbag is that? What type of piece of fucking scum are you? I'm serious. This dude gotta go, man. I'm serious.
He's the type of person who preys on his loved ones, preys on his family, plays on his brothers, plays on his loved ones. He's a weak coward. He's afraid to take that shit out the house.
That's another thing. He's disgusting, man.
And then he wanted to use his disability to why niggas can't fuck with him, why he has the right to call the cops. Like, nigga, no, you don't have the right to taunt these people. You do have the right to shut the fuck up and leave these people alone too, dog. But you choose not to. So if they choose to wring your fucking neck, that's what they choose to do, homie. Like,
yo, I swear to God, I never see nothing like this. But see, this YouTube shit gonna bring out a lot of these dudes. A lot more of them, because I believe he's the beginning of these guys that's getting out for ratting and starting YouTube channel. He ain't the beginning, but he's inducing that whole shit.
Oh yeah,
the scumbags that start the YouTube channel, and then people are into that shit, I guess, because it's content. But this dude is a liar. He talking about, I killed the white man, I killed this. You ain't do shit. Right. You drove the car, then you ratted on everybody immediately when the police picked you up, you ratted on them immediately. You are nothing. Right. No one should be listening to you. You are just a ugly little special looking crazy ant face retard. I'm sorry, but you're terrible. And
the only thing he killed were his parents' hopes and dreams. That's all he killed.
One-eyed bastard.
Yo, and this YouTube shit ain't gonna last. It is, because all he gonna do is talk shit about the rappers that died and this and that, and talk about how he's more better than them, and oh, look what happened. See, whoever died, he's gonna talk about it. So yeah, but you people that subscribe to this piece of shit, shame on you, because this dude is a fucking scumbag. I see this video, I ain't gonna subscribe to him. No. I would never ever. You feel me?
No, me neither. Yeah. Yo, I got someone in my door. Let me just turn them away real quick. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hope it's not the police.
Yeah, I will never subscribe to him.
Hell no.
And I want to see
follow that dude.
I don't care. I'll crash out to get his ass. I hate this motherfucker bad.
Yeah, man. I wish Soulja Boy would have got a hotel. His ass be having that damn bear breakfast.
He pulled that mace out.
Hell yeah. See, we need them niggas from the pen to get to his ass. Them niggas from the pen, they gonna eat all that. Nigga, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, the mace wouldn't stop. That'll just aggravated the fuck out of me, and then they're really on you.
Hell yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Facts, yo. He did them young niggas dirty too. Man, they just wanted to talk to the nigga. They said, yo, Charles, I just want to talk to you, my nigga. Oh, no, bro.
He was so scared that bass came out.
Yeah. He pulled that shit out fast. Aired that bitch out.
And he's proud of it. And a lot of dudes that fuck with him are like, yeah. All they want to talk to him, expose him with conversation.
Right. Yeah.
But he can't handle that. He can't handle somebody that's ready to talk to him face to face and expose his bitch ass.
Yeah.
Because he's dumb as fuck. He's not intellectually inclined. He's not really. He's stupid as a fuck.
Yeah, man. He is.
He really is. Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck everything he's standing for. Fuck his life. He got kids with a pimp. The kids ain't even his. He taking care of a fucking pimp's kids who left his baby mama. He's a fucking scumbag. That's it. That's just it. You know what I mean? Yeah. There might be a reason why he's taking care of them kids. He might have had to foster care or whatever, because he said, my mom was a foster parent. He brags on that. And he down talks how other parents who's struggling. Why are you downing on them though?
Right, man.
What the fuck are you downing them for? You feel me? That's crazy. How he get his money off of downing his own people. Right. People shit, man, for real. He ain't gonna down nobody else but his own people.
Yeah. I ain't seen him down nobody else yet.
Nobody
else. The race, no nothing. Yep. He's just been going. I mean, he be talking his little shit towards Mexicans and stuff like that, but he don't really go at an individual. Like he's just been wilding. He's going at these young dudes who grew up in an environment they had to adapt to, and niggas adapted, and niggas ain't, they didn't have the right guidance. These niggas is still young as shit. They growing, they learning every day.
Yeah,
they trying to learn.
But he see it as a check. Oh, King Von died. Oh, a check. Let me go talk about him.
Yeah.
I mean,
hell yeah.
Did y'all see that Quando Rando footage or whatever when the when his boy got killed? I guess he was targeted. It happened in LA.
Right.
Remember the story about Quando Rando when he got beef with I guess Lil Durk?
Right.
And, King Von got involved. And then King Von and Quando Rando chilling together. They were supposed to be homies at one point, but then I don't know, it went bad. So then they got in a fight, and then Quando Rondo's boy ended up killing King Von.
Oh yeah.
Now, see, with this new footage that came out about Quando Rondo's boy getting killed, they're trying to say it's over King Von. We know that
his little Pob, little Pube. What was his name?
I don't know. Rest in peace. I don't know, but he said little.
Yeah, and like if you're Quando Rando, like he's kind of living off the fact that that he had something to do. He is like the most hated man in hip hop right now, or in the culture right now.
He might be one of them. He might be one of
Even
them.
though he didn't do it, his man did it, and his man was on trial, and his man's out right now, but he's still fighting the case.
Right.
But yeah, man, they're trying to slide on him. But see, if it was in Chicago, definitely a Chicago hit. But out there in the hills, you don't know who that.
Quando Rando is from Rolling 60s, which is
So he's a Rolling 60s Crips, so they got beef with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, the Hoovers don't like him. You can't show up in LA, you can't show up in Beverly Hills and think it's sweet. Like, I was just listening to somebody talk yesterday about how, like, you know, you think you're nice. I think it was Whack, actually, of all people. I listened to him. But he was talking about how, like, you know, they think they're in Beverly Hills or, you know, in the Hollywood Hills, and they're thinking shit's sweet. And no, motherfuckers trying to get at you right on Rodeo Drive. Like, they got out the car dressed in all black, classic hit, reminiscent of the Mafia, reminiscent of every dude who's ever put in work on somebody. All black in the middle of the day, just letting it off. And you know, with this whole situation, I was at least thinking that this cat was somewhat hard. And don't get me wrong, when your friend dies, that's traumatic. But like, he was looking like Big Mama when a grandson goes down, screaming on the side of the street. Like, I thought he was gonna start catching the spirit and shit. He looked bad. Yo, listen. I've had a lot of friends die. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of friends tragically die, and I never acted like that. All right. Like, I get it. But also, if you're gonna be involved in that type of shit, you gotta be a little tougher than that. I don't think he's built for this action. I don't think he's built for this action.
He's a rapper. How's he involved? He didn't pull the trigger to kill King Von.
I mean,
his boy did. You don't, if you don't hang out with dudes who tote weapons and shoot people and not understand or have a certain respect for death to the point where you can handle it. He just went off the chain, but he knows that it's his fault. He's watching all his people die because of his bullshit.
I don't think he should be condemned for the way he cried out and the way he felt.
No, I'm not condemning him. I'm just saying I didn't expect to see that from him. I didn't expect to see that from him.
But
you actually got to see a side of the human for once.
Right. He's not the dude that shot Von. He's not the dude that you said, yeah, you hang with killers and all that, whatever, but it doesn't even matter because your friends are your friends.
Yeah. No, of course. I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying, like, all these dudes that act so hard, like, I've watched friends die, and I've watched my other friends and me sit there and just take that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks and awful, and on the inside, I feel the same way. But like, take that shit, especially acting like that in front of police when you're supposed to be. That's an image you're supposed to hold up. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It didn't seem very professional to me, to be honest. But I get it. Somebody died. You can't control the way you feel. I get it. I'm not ragging on him. I expected it to go differently. But it is sad. I mean, and he knows that it's his fault technically because they're trying to slide on him. Most likely.
I don't think that was random. Because anybody rolling with him gotta be, gotta have some rep. And I heard about this dude. They said he's a stepper. That's what I heard. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody's jumping to these conclusions, but that's my problem right now.
The one thing I do know, that I want to know more about is Quando Rando was put in handcuffs and detained, and I want to know what for. Did he fire back? Did they find something in the car? Like,
but if
they wanted him for questioning, they wouldn't have handcuffed him.
Because when I seen him crying, he wasn't in handcuffs.
Right.
After that?
No, but after that, he got put in handcuffs and taken to the squad car and taken away.
Wow,
man.
So I'd like to know why.
Damn, I don't know. I didn't really get that part of the story yet.
I'm talking about the whole situation because it was something with Quando Rando, and then it could have been anybody, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. I know everybody, you know what I mean, is rushing to think that Lil Durk or, you know what I mean, and them OTF niggas had anything to do with this. I think that's besides the point. I don't think that he's not in their territory.
No.
He's not nowhere in their range, like, you know what I mean? So, I don't think them dudes had anything to do with it. This dude, he's claiming a very notorious gang in LA who is very hated.
And what was he doing?
The Hoovers knew he was in town, and he was rolling with one dude.
Yeah. About
the Hoovers trying to get at cats like that.
He was on Crenshaw and Slauson, and he posted, you know what I mean, a flick of him throwing up "fuck Hoovers." You know, the Hoovers, they don't play that type of shit.
And they the biggest notorious gang. They the biggest. I know. I was locked up in Cali. They don't fuck around. You feel me? Now,
Plus, they beef with everybody. They beef. Dude, they're gladiators. They're on their own, bro. Like they beef with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like they got to go extra hard. So
He said, imagine talking about other men's lives. LMAO. You imagine watching niggas talk about other men's life, but I still fuck with you. But Malcolm, go ahead.
Yeah, man. So it could have been some LA politics.
But who posted that picture? What happened? Like,
Wack, you know what I mean? Wack, he posted that picture, said, you know what I mean? He posted a picture. He was on Clubhouse. Shout out to the 100 ENT room. You know what I'm saying? He posted a picture of Quando Rando in front of Crenshaw and Slauson throwing up fuck Hoovers. And they saying there was a call made to the dude after the fact, like you should have checked in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's on some gang stuff. It ain't just, you know what I mean? You can't just think
that it could have been. That's what I'm saying. So
can't just think Dirk and this. Nah, he got a lot of different issues before this. He was beefing with people before this. You know what I mean? This is just some other shit. You know what I mean? That's tacked on.
and yo, you see the number. I would like to talk to you. You little fucking schmuck. Imagine talking about other men's lives. LMAO. Retard. These are big celebrities, dummy.
Right.
Stupid. That's why we talking about them. They affect the culture. They affect everybody around us and all that. Dummy. So why are you watching us, stupid? So what are you talking about? Imagine talking about other men's lives. Imagine being a lame and watching it and having a problem with it. That means something's wrong with you, homie. The ones that's watching this, they know what's up. It's for the culture, stupid. So I would like for you to call. I want to talk to you. But go ahead.
Yeah. Why you feel that way? Imagine these people are publicized people, and they're publicized people for a reason. They want to be. This is part of the game, dog. Like what you saying?
Yeah, I said I fuck with all my people that watch me, and I don't fuck with you because you just a fucking lame. But I'm just and then they like with Dirk. I want him to be. He's a talented motherfucker, and I don't believe in all that bullshit. I think he's just a rapper that's associated, got a lot of friends and all that, and he's from somewhere.
Yeah.
So when they pinning, it's dangerous when they pinning shit on him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. It is, man. And I just hate that. You know what I mean? Everybody's rushing to that. Oh, they got to get back. No, don't jump to that type of conclusion. You know what I mean? Make sure you know the back end and you know what I mean of the story before you start jumping that gun. Because that's you could put a lot of people in trouble, and that's not what we're doing here.
Absolutely, it could lead to more violence that didn't need to take place. But the bottom line is, he's a rolling 60s Crip, and he's out riding around in Beverly Hills, like everything's sweet, like it's time out, and it ain't ever time out when you live that type of life. There's no time out.
Yeah, nah, and nothing.
Smoke got it in the shower.
Thank you. And he was in a high end area. Pop Smoke. You know,
he was up in the hills, and he was in the shower, and he got at by a 14-year-old cat that he never even met.
Yep.
Now people saying the hood, all the
got
hood,
killed at the Beverly Center.
Even little young what's his name, Duck in Chicago, he got killed in an affluent area. Yeah. Like it's just it don't matter where you at no more. It's just the ops gonna find you, and when they find you, if it's real, then it's real. If it ain't, it ain't. That's just how it goes. So, but rest in peace. And I'm just saying, like, stop trying to let the police do that fucking job. You feel me?
Right.
Of course. I mean, everybody's going to speculate. Everybody wants to get their word out, what they think it might be. That way, when we all find out, they can say, "Oh, I was right." But the fact is, none of us know. None of us know. And this could just be another one of those things where we never know.
Yeah. And it's just dangerous because you can persuade.
I think he needs to hire some real security at this point.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously he didn't have any. Like, what's going on?
Nope.
He didn't. You out there with your homie who's supposed to be a stepper who got killed.
Yeah, well, I don't think his homies want to be around him too much. The guy's a fucking target, bro.
Right. He got a big target on his back, so it would be safe for him or the label, you know what I mean, to put security on that man because they know what he's going through. They know his name and his image at the moment. So you got to protect the asset. That man could have lost his life. Sorry, his friend had to lose his, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll open their eyes like, oh, this nigga needs that type of protection.
He's ultimately the boss of what's going on because he's the money maker. So he's the one that said, yeah, we good. Come on. He might have snuck off without, you don't know what these niggas be doing because you heard when Von he kind of snuck off on his team.
Right.
He got killed.
Yeah.
Real quick. Do you guys think the violence like eventually stops? Like what? Like do you think it's eventually gonna like end up stopping somehow?
Nope.
I don't think so. I'm thinking all they doing is they're just antagonizing.
Part of us. That's what's going.
Yeah.
What you say?
I think they're just antagonizing more beef, more shit. They just stirring up the pot, making shit a lot worse. You know what I mean?
It's separate. It's making the line. You know, there was a thin line back in the day between a street kid and now it's drawing that line for real. Now you see my son don't want no parts of that, hopefully, and God forbid, you know, whatever. But he 11 now. But I'm just saying, like that line got to be thicker than what it was, because that's what's fucked us up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we all lived through and saw the East Coast, West Coast, you know, heated battle go down between people who'd never met anybody, who had never had a problem. I mean, legitimate fans getting into it and pulling triggers over music. So this is deeper. So I'm not saying it ends anytime soon, but do you think we do eventually see people get to the point where they just can't handle it no more and they just call it over, or does everybody have to die who was originally involved for the guys who are left over to say, yo, we don't got shit to do with this. Let's just
that little personal shit is all gonna die because everybody's gonna get old. But there's always gonna be other ones, younger ones, all that
generation.
New generation.
Who's gonna push it further and push that? I think that as far as music goes, I think I do see some type of progression. And like maybe like 3 years from now, maybe, because you know the feds, they coming in. If you a real street dude and you coming in here thinking you Al Pacino or these motherfuckers out here just bodying shit or just sending people out there to body shit for you, pay them a couple, I think that shit is probably going to die off eventually. And I think I think music could possibly change, but I don't know about the streets though.
That's what I'm saying.
The streets are always going to be heated.
Because the real ones, like I said,
they the ones
it ain't gonna be all about just looking at a rapper and thinking, "Oh, I could be like." That's how it used to be.
Yeah,
that's why we all used to sell drugs.
Yeah, now you gotta catch a body.
Now they going into that. Yeah, it could either go two ways. Yeah, like I'll get bodies, or I don't think. Look at me. That's the second time this shit happened on this unprofessional ass show. God damn. But like I said. It's gonna go, like I said, these kids are crazy, man, nowadays, yo.
Yeah, man.
And gang shit, it's influenced. We were influenced by hip hop artists, I ain't gonna lie, rock stars, all that type of shit. Not to a certain extent, we smarter, so we ain't really go all the way with it. But at the same time, you was influenced by that shit. And that's what the thing is with kids. And that's why a lot of parents don't let their kids listen to certain music.
Right.
And listen to be able to really register it.
Yeah.
Now your boy Charleston White, they was 15 when they murdered the kid, or they murdered the dude, or robbery, or whatever else. But they was all kids. The brain ain't developed till 20-something. But the fucked up part is Charleston White keep going back to court of the parole hearings and saying, "Don't let this motherfucker out."
That's crazy.
And that's kind of, we can understand why, because he ratted on him,
right.
At the same time, like, what guy does that though? Like, what the fuck? That's
man. And you said they were his friends at one point in time.
Of course, like his fake ass friends. Like, there's some dirt bags in the world. That's what I'm saying. This world is crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Charleston White getting a lot of money on YouTube off of that shit too.
Yeah, he is. He capitalizing. I see him out here going crazy. He going crazy on everybody's shit, just taunting the dead, just disrespectful, man. Taunting their mamas and stuff, just talking bad about them because they probably don't want to talk to your stupid, retarded ass. Like, they don't want nothing to do with your crazy ass.
He the one B-Rap. Remember when he did that shit and he told C-Mac, "Oh, don't be doing no interviews for less than this because I get paid this or whatever." He's a fucking little. He's just a fucking bitch ass.
Man.
Yeah,
he is. He is.
Okay, the LA Persian. Nah, I'm sorry, I cut you off. B-Rap, you about to say something?
No, I just said he is. That's it.
Okay. Now in LA, like, imagine the power of these gangs. Really, these powerful gangs that got 100 members that on call like that. Imagine the real power of that when you think about it. Like, just imagine really that 100 niggas on call. You know, not just niggas. So I'm talking about Spanish and the white gang. All these gangs. Like, just imagine the power of that. And I think they're starting to realize that because out there they Persian, and they just 50 guys run up in this jewelry spot bash it up, get all you could get, and get the fuck out. It's going down so crazily. Like it's like if you think about it, it's like wow, these dudes, the power of gangs is real crazy. Because if they don't got a bunch of guards in there with guns, how you gonna stop that? How you gonna stop 60 gang members running in your establishment?
You can't.
You're not. When you got a 9-clip, you know, a nine shot clip or a 6-shot revolver, you're not stopping them all.
Unless you want to die. And nobody owns, whoever's working there in security don't own the spot. Obviously. Right. So why would they be jackasses?
They like, hey,
so it's like
plus, does hired security actually do anything if they're local dudes out of LA or wherever it is, and they got 60 gangbangers come flooding in? Yeah. Do they really want to shoot one or two of them? Because they ain't gonna make it home that night.
Exactly. Want some merchandise?
It's like, yo, my dude, you're insured and you pay me $20 an hour, so I quit and call your insurance company, get your shit back.
Right,
so that's amazing when you think about it. That shit is crazy.
It is.
It really is.
Just if they had the structure, like, because now how the politics out there is set up, it's a lot of young dudes coming in and now running everything, but the structure is not there, so they like clicking up, they're divided
they run up in jewelry stores getting millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands. So I don't know what you like.
No, well, no. They stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, but the resale on the fence is trash. One, nobody can buy and wear those pieces out because they're gonna know those pieces. You know, they're going to be hot. So they got to be on the lay low. So it's got to be cats in the hood, not people going to, like, you know, award shows. Plus, you sell those watches.
The thing is, they're not an average people. Because when you're in the gang, you know a lot of people that make the money. You got connections. You got connections. That's the thing about this gang shit. That you like that.
No doubt. But I'm saying, like, you take a $30,000 watch and being that it's a hot Rolex, it can never be serviced by Rolex ever again because the numbers are called. Nobody's going to buy it on a bust down with mad diamonds in it because the diamonds ain't worth shit. They pop them out, crush them, and throw them away. I've watched that happen many times in the diamond district selling watches and shit. And then you get like $3,000 for like a $15,000, $20,000 Rolex. So like they're going to dump it off to one of them for $5,000. So that couple of $100,000 lick they just got turns out to be like 25, 30 cash. Between 60 dudes,
when you're running in the spot,
you know what's gonna happen? People are gonna start clipping each other right there.
When you're running in the spot 60 deep, who gives a fuck? I'm running in with my boys 60 deep, grabbing me. I'm coming up about 5 bands, whatever the fuck else, and like that's what it is.
Yo, I gotta be honest. If 60, 59 of my friends were going in, I'd be 60. I'll be honest. Like, I'm going.
Nah, for sure.
But I'm not just gonna smash a window myself and do it. That's a death wish. But 60 dudes, I'm in.
Oh yeah, I'm in. They rushed to 7-Eleven. This dude was distinguished as hell, big fat, big as hell, with no mask on. One of the only ones with no mask. I said, "You the one. You gonna be the ones ratting on everybody."
Me,
but yo,
please,
over the whole 7-Eleven, everything. It was like 70 of them motherfuckers in there.
Man, who was
the jewelry stores, all that.
Was that was that the cashier standing behind? Because it was a dude when the video first started behind the cash register.
I hope he wasn't doing shit. I'm like, cool. I'm not doing nothing. Leave me alone. I'm leaving you alone. Shit.
He was gone. Yeah.
I'm out. I'm trying to get the fuck out ASAP. And one of these crazy maniacs might just get mad at me.
Exactly. That's all it takes too. It's one to swing. Oh Lord, nigga, everybody.
Oh, yo, not to get off topic or anything, but yo, has there been any news about ASAP? I haven't heard shit about him since like that whole speculation of him having something to do with a shooting out in LA, which I doubt was him. But anybody heard anything about that aside from him and Rihanna moving to the islands? Like, is that why they moved?
He connected to Rihanna. And
that's big money.
And he got
No, we know he's not going to jail. I just want to see if they even mention it again.
He didn't press charges. He's just suing them.
He being sued.
That's it.
He didn't press no charges.
So that means he didn't do it. They know that, but since they got his name on the line and he's been arrested for it, he'll just pay to end it.
I don't know what's going on when you're dealing with that type of bread.
Yeah, he see the.
Well, no, they just even if it didn't happen, they just pay these people to shut the fuck up about it and end it. And it looks like they're guilty, but the reality is, it's just not worth going through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even if he comes out not guilty after a trial, it doesn't matter if he was not guilty. All it was, yo, remember when he was on trial for shooting that dude? That's all the people are going to talk about. So instead, they just pay it, and it gets stopped talking about in like a year. But yeah, I haven't heard shit, and I was just wondering if anybody else has.
And he being sued by another ASAP Rocky member for some lyrics or something. You didn't hear about
I like Rocky. I like Ferg too.
Yeah, they lit for the East Coast. You know, they cool rock star status, so they cool. You know, for sure.
Yo, legit. They came up nice and clean. Like they're one of the few like newer crews that I actually respect. Like I like them a lot. Like they're solid. You know what I mean? Like
Rocky
they're reminiscent of like an uptown Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh yeah, facts. Like
you know what I'm saying?
A whole
like,
lot of swag.
Yo,
yeah, definitely.
So basically, you saying Quando Rando shouldn't have been on camera expressing his emotion like that? You think he really knew that? What if that was his best friend of all time?
No. And look, and that's what I said. Look, I'm not faulting the man for grieving like that at all. Like that's terrible. And yeah, it could be his absolute best friend. That could be his brother for life. That kid may have literally saved his life out of a very fucked up situation, and now he'll never know anybody else that he can even talk to.
Did you hear what he was like? No.
However, he could just be friends with him, legit friend, but he just feels awful now because they're trying to kill him, and he's just freaking out because they're coming after him. And even when he goes to Beverly Hills and cops an Escalade and is on the low, they still get at him. And it's like, if they can get you there, then what's going to happen when you get back home?
Yeah.
Get out the country.
I think it's a lot.
He had another partner who just died, I think, the
night
2 days before that happened.
Yeah,
but the night before, his boy got killed.
That got killed since King
That's what I'm saying. Two in 48 hours. Like, he's feeling the pressure. You just watched him melt down. I was just breaking balls about that.
UK or whatever the fuck.
No.
The fucked up
but I mean, legit. When's the last time you seen?
Go ahead, my bad.
When's the last time you seen Homeboy react like that? I was definitely Grandma reacts like that. Big Mama be going crazy like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
But he just showed. I think he showed some side of human. You know what I mean? Because everybody was going at Dirk.
And I kind of like him better for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I would have liked to have seen Lil Boosie's reaction. I would have loved to have heard what Lil Boosie would have to say. He would have went nuts. I mean, he was talking about spitting on white boys for getting handcuffs. Wasn't even somebody slides on his man. It'd be crazy.
Yo, but you think really because Dirk made Von an international beloved star because people are sick. No, he's a real killer. And then his music, I guess he was talented. I didn't really.
He was talented. I think he was better than Dirk.
A lot of people say
I think he was better than Dirk. I think he was way better than Dirk.
Like he hard. Like
Dirk. No.
Yeah, because it's cute. You can tell your boys' stories, or you can tell your own story, and it always sounds better when you tell your own story. And he had his own stories. I don't think Dirk is really like that. I think he was spotted early in his crew as someone who's going to make it, and he was around and shit. But I think people watched out for him.
Right.
That's why he's still around. And the sad thing is, I think I can answer my own question. Like, when will this all slow down? Sadly enough, I think when Dirk is gone after like a year, I think that's when shit just slows the fuck down.
Know you were talking about a specific situation. I thought you were talking about overall. When will the games or whatever? So you're talking about the Dirk situation. When will it slow down?
Well, I think
allege because honestly, Dirk is in a gang, and his gang got ops, and they kill each other all day. But this situation with King Von became an international star. Who stepped into the business and started going crazy like he was still on O Block.
Yeah.
But really, you don't know that there's all kind of murderous killers everywhere. So you can't think you're the only one. And not
but they got him where? They got him in Atlanta?
Not only
they got him in Atlanta, right?
The lamest one that's ever killed nobody, really. You could get killed by the most nervousest, lamest herb in the world. It don't matter.
Listen, if they killed him in Kentucky, I might believe that, but they got him in Atlanta. Like that's hip hop mega Mecca right now. Right. Like that wasn't an accident. Like somebody slid heavy on him. Like somebody got paid. And we alluded to who might have paid for that a couple weeks ago.
That was a real hit. So that's a good point. So
it was a real hit.
Somebody had to have money behind that. Yeah, let's not break it down. Break it down. We might come to the.
You know what I think. You know who I think pulled that trigger.
Lord. That was a hit. You see a black SUV in the town, just like
This was a hit. This last one yesterday, that was a hit.
These ones is hits. FBG
that was
Duck,
a hit.
That was a
hit.
hit.
Like they,
you see how, yeah,
they were watching Gotti, they were watching Sopranos for like a month before they did that shit. No doubt. Like they did it right. They all came out dressed the exact same way. They jumped out in broad daylight when people are never expecting to see that. They let it off. The guns were extra loud. The guns were all extra loud. They didn't make them quieter. They made them fucking louder. So nobody looked at them like they're not gonna find these cats.
Duck, they
unless they get them on video.
But guess what? People learn from that. They're like, how the fuck they catch them niggas? Oh, they did this and that.
Well, their car is definitely in the ocean or on fire.
Yeah,
the cars in the ocean are on fire. It was stolen. They all look exactly the same.
Yeah, ring no car.
Yeah,
no car. They get rid of the stolen shit.
Yeah.
Period. You
know, 100%.
Renting cars and then murking people.
Right, bro, and then turned it back in. Like, what the fuck kind of drugs are you doing?
Yo, and she knew because she knew that it was his car definitely when she found the gun, the bullet in it, the casing, because there was a piece of gum next to it, and he specifically offered her that gum the night before. And she was a grown man offered me like double bubblicious like watermelon, and she thought that shit was funny. And then she finds the same piece of gum on the floor, and it's like, you idiot. But that's how people get caught. That's how people get caught. Dumb things.
Gang personal shit to business professional shit. I think this last one, unfortunately, I'm just gonna say I think that was some business shit. A lot of shit is gang shit, like what people just get mad and do dumb shit, like Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. Like I'm just saying, a lot of shit get to where they don't give a fuck. They know y'all seen the girl car. They know all that. They don't give a fuck. They gonna lay it down right now. We want you to know. I want you to know me type of shit. Right. It goes down like that all the time. With this So, but
why is it always our best rappers that are getting killed though? Why is that? I mean, granted, there's something like 1,000 rappers right now, and like 40 of them are really rappers. But like, so 200 rappers have been killed in the past year.
There's been
a lot of big names in there.
He's going to be a big dude. He was going to be a big.
You know what I'm saying? There's some big names, like the best in the industry are getting killed and now thrown in jail on RICO charges.
Yeah, man. Because that's where it's headed.
It's real. And
if you out there really drilling and you doing that drill shit,
rapping about that shit. And if you really doing it, yeah.
And you know what the shitty thing is? You know, we can all say, "Oh, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit." The truth is, if they looking at you like that, you doing it. You're doing something.
Right.
They're not working lemonade stands on the weekends and handing out free candy. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, I don't know, but we listen to real. We know real. We in the streets. You know who's who, what's what. Somehow you got the intuition. And unfortunately, you know, these subject topics happen to sound good and happen to make us feel good when we listen to it.
I know it, man.
I don't know, but
I love that shit. I love that. I don't know why.
When that bass hit and they start talking that crazy shit, like,
you like driving your kids to the
like people tend to laugh when they listen to music that I listen to, and they're like, dude, they're like, you listen to like absolute gutter shit, and I'm like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't know, you know what I mean? I really don't. But King Von, y'all say he was. I gotta go back and check his album out.
He was fire. He was fire.
Was too much for me to really. I'm not.
He was fire, but on top of that, Von was a personality. Like, did you ever see his Instagram and shit? Bro, when he kept slapping his man up, like, oh my God, in the middle of the night, he'd walk up to him and just like deck him with like 6 pizzas, and the kid be like barred out of his face, like dope sick, like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, he was killing his man. Like, it was so funny. And they were just twisted the whole time, and like they were just doing their thing.
Yeah.
They were doing their thing like they were untouchable. And like who I mean, I feel bad that he's gone, but like shit, he lived it. We didn't. Like I don't know. He lived like a star for a long time.
In that short life, he was facing life, did prison time. He did prison time before he was facing life. The year got out, then he went back and did that shit facing life.
Twice.
So you get that 3 times. You know you're getting it another way sooner or later. You just go hard. Go hard until it comes.
He was fighting another case. He was fighting a case. Him and Dirk is currently fighting a case where he's on video shooting robbing and shooting a nigga.
Yo, but they get them off on self-defense and shit. They get them off on self-defense and they serve 6 months on a weapons charge. It, like, you know, where the rest of us would be doing 20. but that's what you get for lawyers. But
and if he was alive, he would be just getting charged for another murder because they just
the bottom line is if you're a rapper and people love you because you're real, you're probably gonna wind up getting shot or going to jail.
Well, don't say
it sucks
because they're positive
sucks.
rappers that's loved, like Kendrick and like a lot of these dudes, J. Cole, all these dudes.
Yeah,
but, like on that negative shit or whatever, that cool shit. Yeah.
Well, because we never saw it really happen. It only happened with Murder Inc. They were the only ones who really got fucked with when we were coming up for that kind of stuff.
Guess what?
Yeah, we knew every other label, like everybody. And Black Mafia family. But like, how many Jeezy albums and how many albums did press the parties they throw before they got popped? You know what I mean? And like, and you knew because I remember driving through Atlanta and seeing billboards and in Florida too. And it was like, how do they have billboards?
It wasn't they didn't have. It was all drug money you seen, all that shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. But it was obvious that that's what was going on, and it still took forever. But those are the only two. Now every crew that comes out, they're putting them away on charges, like heavy charges.
Yeah,
like, it's not. This is new. They haven't been doing this in the past.
And they're finding more charges.
There was a threat of this, and they would get guys here and there, but now they're taking everybody out. It's getting crazy.
Yeah, man. They don't look at
sooner or later. There's only going to be white boy rappers.
If they don't look at Young Thug's situation and what's going on, they dumb.
And 6ix9ine will come back.
All these rappers, if they don't see what's going on with Young Thug, who was on top of this shit, and they took him down.
Well, I think a lot of them are going to start thinking and being like, yeah, I need to sever ties at least.
Right.
Do something. I don't know.
And you're not going to see anybody. Nobody's going to be waving flags except for drill rappers on YouTube. But like real artists are not going to be. They're not going to be holding flags. They're not going to be shouting out street names and corners and crews. They're not going to be doing none of that shit for a minute. We're going to have a lot of dance music coming out soon, fellas. Sucks. Yeah.
What do you think? We talking over each other? All right, my bad. I guess we got to have a word when we end.
My bad.
What we saying?
Hell yeah, but you know that and shit and what Thug is going through right now, he getting sued for all the jewelry and shit that he partially bought and paid for. Like people really got to start paying attention to. All right, y'all, let's tighten up around this motherfucker a little bit. I
think they are. I think we'll be just absolutely retarded. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they just need to know that, you know, when they kick your door in, you better have every chain on because then it's an asset and they can't just take it as drug paraphernalia and money when it's sitting on your dresser. If it's on your person, that's your personal effects. That's an asset at that point. That's why you walk around with 12 chains in the house when you're not doing shit.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, he should be because I know he's paying them lawyers a lot of fucking money right now. It ain't
man.
His lawyer, Thug's lawyer is going super hard. Thug's lawyer is in there like oh man, like but he would have done well in a corner. You know what I mean? He's really like he's going hard.
Did you see how him and the judge got into it a little bit?
Yo, because he's not playing games. He's not playing games. Like he's legit. I
was scared though. I'm like, damn.
I think after what he's seen, I don't think he believes that this kid is what they're saying he is. Like, and I don't think he is either. I think that they're painting him with a really broad stroke, and it looks terrible. Like there might be a few things he's doing aren't so bad, but they turn it into this mastermind shit. When in reality, there's like 19-year-old kids running around robbing cars and sticking people up in the O, and like they don't even know this cat. Like, you know, he like runs the crew, I guess, because he's the most famous one. But like, I don't think when he's in Denmark, he's calling back and calling shots on the block. I really don't believe it. I really don't. I don't think he's running it. I don't think he knows half the dudes that are even being arrested. You know, very well at least. He sees them around, but I don't think he knows them very well.
Right, you know? Right.
Who knows? And I think his lawyer sees that and sees him getting fucking railroaded and is like, "Yo, let me fix this." And then subsequently defend every rapper from here on till he dies.
Even if he was the most notorious or whatever they're trying to say, they're going to make more because they want a conviction. They're going to make him, if he wasn't most notorious, they're going to make him the super duper notorious. So it doesn't matter.
And then, but now Gunna's got extra problems now too, right? Gunna's got some extra problems. What happened to him? What's going on with him now?
Well, we talked about this before, but
he looked good. He showed up in court. He had his sunglasses on. He looking good. Yeah. But they caught him talking about how he's down to 199 pounds. It's like, yeah, bro, that's what happens when you eat dope sick for 3 weeks.
Right.
You know, like I said, in a month he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
He good. He looked like he's in like high spirits. I think nothing really changed for him really with the case. You know, they denied his bond again. But nothing really changed for Gunna.
That was gonna happen.
That was gonna happen. Gunna ain't rat yet.
Yeah, he rat.
And then the dude ratted on them. If they denied the bond, I mean,
they're saying that everybody's ratting. Apparently, they're calling it YSTEL now. Like everybody's talking, like, but they're all saying like, "Oh, we're afraid for our families. Like, if you let these cats out, they're gonna get our families." And it's like, if somebody wanted to get at your family, they would have gotten at your family. Like, what would they be waiting for him to go to jail?
Nah, I ain't gonna let you disrespect Thug like that. I ain't gonna let you do that to King Slum.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying. Listen, I think he's the real deal. I think he's the real deal, but I don't think they have a real case against him. I think it's bullshit. I think they have to go back and then they gotta get more tangible evidence. Like they don't have shit, in my opinion, right now. Yeah. And it don't matter. It don't matter if you are guilty. They need to prove legally by their own rules that you are guilty, and they're fucking stretching it at every corner on this one.
Yep.
And I really don't want to see this cat go to jail. And if he does, maybe like 5 years, not 25, 30 on a RICO or life.
Man.
Did you hear about his boy, Little Pube, I think? What's his name?
Peanut.
The dude that's ratting on everybody right now from YSL, the rapper. I watched this video.
I think that nigga name?
I think that's what my boy B Rad said, Little Pube, I think, something like that. The rap boy.
Little Pop.
Yeah, that's the nigga who died.
Nah.
Yeah, he's the one who got shot up. That's fucked up.
You talking about the one who ratting on everybody?
Yeah, his name is like his name is something like that.
Oh man, well, little rat.
Yeah, he got videos out.
Oh, it started with a W.
Oh, okay, my bad. I forgot his name too. I don't remember.
Probably Winston. Rat. His name's probably like Winston.
I don't remember Rat.
But he got videos out doing all kind of crazy shit.
But like, what kind of deal could they be cutting him for him to want to rat and think that like that's a smart move? Well, like, because now it's not just a dude that you fuck with. Like, people take music very serious these days. Yeah, I mean, very serious. And like that's like
what started the whole war between the
YSL. You could come out and somebody could just get you just because they know who you are, and they're like, "Yo, let me get this dirtbag."
Yeah, but they saying he's one of the ones. He gave information about the dude, Big something from the Inglewood families, who's in Atlanta. They said they got video of Thug saying, "Oh, one of the biggest bloods." You know what I mean? Thug right there with him. But now they saying Thug had him, rubbed out because some deal. He was a manager of Rich Homie Quan, and this is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. And Thug wanted to do some Quan and whatever. They was like, "No, we don't want to do it." So then it turned into some drama. So now it's a major blood war between the Inglewood families and YSL in Atlanta right now because of that. And they're saying, "Oh yeah, Big Nut is the dude name, I think, who got killed." And dude is the dude that they got as a rat. Well, we don't know he's only publicized rats. We know there's a lot of rats, but the one that we know, the publicized rat, the rapper, I forgot his name. He's saying he was there and he seen when they killed the dude Big Nut, and then he came back to Thug's condo and all this type of shit. And I seen that on shout out to Jake 20. What's his name? Jake
1090 Jake.
1090 Jake. I seen that on there. You feel me? So that's the facts.
EOS, man. Jake's got his shit together. I'm a big fan. EOS. End of sentence.
For sure. But yeah, so that's what they're saying. So that's why that's the information he's given to the police for him to get out. But then that's a part of the investigation now. They're saying YSL killed Big Nut, Thug had it happen or whatever. But it's like,
well, they're gonna say a lot. Like I said in the beginning of this, you're gonna hear for months and months and months. You're gonna hear the craziest shit. They got this, they got that, this happened, that happened. But when it goes to court, see if it gets mentioned, because they talk a lot of shit and none of it winds up in the final discoveries or anything like that because it's bullshit. They're reaching at straws. They're trying to form public opinion. If they can get the people to think that this should just end, the judge is gonna see all those tweets and shit and hear it a million times before he even tries the case, and he's just like, put these guys in jail. That's what everybody wants. It is what it is. So they put that narrative out there, but when it goes to court, you're gonna watch. There's gonna wind up being like 5 charges, not 300 charges of the most crazy shit you ever heard. He's gonna have 5 stupid charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's gonna go. They put out. I'm not saying necessarily with him, but I'm just saying they put out, like, their job is to try you and to charge you to the maximum extent of the law. You know, so they find a gun in your house and they give you like weapons transporting or whatever the worst weapons charge is, and then it turns out you get having a gun that was registered in New York, but you have it in California. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like, and you wind up with like $100 ticket. And that's what they do. They pump these things up clickbait, and they also want to push the public opinion that he's guilty before he even goes to court.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's what they do. They have the voice of the media, and that's what they do. Why would you not use it? If you had the media at your disposal and they would push your narrative, why would you not tell them what to say?
Exactly.
Man.
You know, so it sucks, but that's just how this country is. But like, yeah, he's in a jam, bro. He's in a jam. Like, this isn't good for anybody. It's definitely not good for a young black rapper to be in this situation. This is not good. You know, he's not going to walk away. That's for sure. But I don't think he's going to get the full. Yeah, I think he's going to do like 5 years. I really do. I think they'll get him for 5 years on some bullshit. And you know, facing 30, I'd be happy.
He was murdering people and stuff, but they don't got him pulling no triggers or nothing. Come on,
man, crazy. They don't got him.
Yo, but he'll come out in 5 years and he'll fucking take over and he'll bring up the next crop. You know what I mean? And that's just how it's gonna go. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's how it goes. For that, or he walks. I just don't see him walking. You know, like, I don't see him walking on this. Just not because he did anything terrible. Just because he's fucking scumbags, and they're gonna play with the rules and change it around and make him guilty somehow.
What they're trying to say?
They're not gonna get the freaking statute on him.
He could say, "I didn't rent. I mean, I rented that car. I didn't know he was gonna do it. I didn't know nothing."
Right.
So
exactly, and he can prove, it's like, yo, if I was renting a car, it'd be like a Diablo or a fucking Hummer with like fucking $300,000 worth of extra parts on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rent some hill, not a fucking, not a Toyota fucking.
Roll around in. That's it.
What do you rent? An Elantra? Fucking an Altima or some shit.
I rent it for my boys.
You put them in the hood Altima with the hubcaps and shit.
So I don't think that could stick. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
And then they have him on. They have him on a lot of lyrics. They have him on like T-shirts. The only thing is that they know they're in a gang, and every time they claim the gang, they can put that furtherance of a continuing criminal enterprise, and that's the bad charge. You get one of those, you get the RICO. They got like hundreds of them right now for every shirt that they had, every chain they wore, every time they said YSL. Like, but that's not fair because you can't. That's not fair because they're supposed to be talking about the label, that, you know. But whatever, it is what it is. Like, you can't try people for music. I don't think it's cool.
What I'm hearing is the evidence ain't adding up. That's all I'm saying. The shit they saying.
I think it's weak and circumstantial.
They got him saying, "Oh, y'all ain't killed nobody. Y'all saw." Oh, what? And what that got to do with him? He talking to the niggas that do that shit. Oh, y'all ain't do that. Like, that's not telling them y'all need to. So I don't like the certain shit I heard. I'm like, nah, wait a minute, man.
Yeah, how they
like when he ordered the hit on this tap cell phone they gave him. Like, that was pretty fucking stupid.
Man, come on, like, is that even real? Come on, man.
No, yo, for real. That's the greatest story I've ever heard in the world. Like, he got this nurse chick who worked there. She brought in an order of mad drugs and like paraphernalia that they're not supposed to have, all contraband, cell phones and shit. Like, yo, it said she had over a pound of weed in the story that I read. Like, a pound of weed into a jail. And she goes through the first security check, and she's got everything in a bag, right? And they take the bag and they look at it, and the guy knows her. He's like, "What the fuck is this, yo?" And she like grabs the bag and drops it and runs away. She just that's her job. That's her job, and she runs away. And then on top of that, they grab the bag. Yo, they pick the bag up. It's got a grocery list with every inmate's name with what they're getting and how much money it is. Like. So she just dined out the whole prison on who this entire bag was for, and Gunna's name was on it, which is why I don't believe it. Because they needed something circumstantial on him. And
somebody told on her. Somebody gave it up. Something happened to where somebody knew something. Maybe
I think she's just stupid. I think she's just flat stupid. Like, look, if she just stood there and took it, then I'd say, okay, you know, she got set up.
But today they happen to check her bag, I think.
Yeah,
no, I would think that if she just stood there and like took it as they arrested her, but she drops the bag and runs away from her job, like they're not gonna know who she is. And where'd she go? Home?
Where the fuck you going?
You know what I'm saying? She's not a criminal. She's an idiot, and she got taken advantage of. And what criminal is gonna leave a list of everybody's name and what they're getting in the fucking bag when you're going to prison?
That should be
like
that
literally just told them who all these drugs and phones were going to. Like,
and they got more charges now, and more shit.
That's the most ridiculous evidence you can have on somebody. But that's why I also think it's fake. I think they might have just written it up.
Yeah, man, that just sound. That sounds.
Ain't shit. He ain't worried about that charge. Trust me,
man.
I think he is. I think he is.
That ain't nothing, homie. That ain't shit. What do you mean? I think he is. What,
no, he didn't have. They didn't have shit on him. But now with that, they got something nice on him.
How is that nice?
How is that nice? Paying a correctional officer to sneak drugs into jail for you? That's got to be illegal at least once or twice.
Yeah, that's light. They facing murders and stuff.
That's light. He ain't facing murder. He's facing text message and lyrics. That's it. He didn't put a gun on nobody. He didn't steal a car. He didn't rob an old lady. He has lyrics and a text message that he didn't answer.
But they trying to charge him with RICO, motherfucker. That's crazy.
Yeah,
they're picking him up because he's the running mate with the leader of the gang. So it's like he fucking knows what's going on.
If he wasn't in jail, that shit he would never see a jail for that. But I know he in jail, so
he doesn't belong. He doesn't belong in it. That's what I'm saying. That's why they cooked up this insane plan to put his name on this list of drugs coming in so that they actually have something on him now. That's what I'm getting at.
No way, homie. That ain't shit. That's nothing. That ain't
nothing. No shit, but I think it's the best they could do.
Nothing.
How they really gonna put it on them if they don't got no real evidence that he told?
That's what I'm saying. Unless they kill somebody, stick the shank in his hand and throw blood on him and run out real quick, and then the guards run in. That's the only other way they're gonna frame him. I'd go with the name and the bag of weed.
So my nigga, my boy.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that's light. They're not worried about that, man. They worried about that RICO shit.
Yeah. What about the 50 bodies and shit like they were saying? Has anybody heard anything about 50? That type of shit? Come on.
I told you we're gonna hear crazy shit that's never gonna come out to be true.
He said 50 bodies.
That's what they said when they first I agree with B-Rad when they said they was pushing that narrative because they were saying some wild shit in the beginning.
Next, they're gonna say he was running death squads in Africa, taking out African rappers, so they can't come here. Like that's the next thing they're gonna say. Like
African music taking over, so yeah.
He's gonna own diamond mines and all that shit. He's gonna be like the evilest guy in the world. They gotta make him like a henchman. Like they're just gonna keep throwing shit up. Like when is his trial supposed to be? Like a year and a half from now?
Yeah, that's what they said.
And then his lawyer's gonna push that back 3 years.
Yeah,
he's not gonna go to jail till he's 50, and he'll be out by the time he's 56, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. We're gonna be like,
I'm starting an Afro Beats label, but like Afro Beats. So all
I know that's the type of music. Some Afro Beats or some R&B right now. We need some love and unity in this motherfucker.
That's what we're gonna get because nobody's gonna make another gangster album in the next 10 years. Not when they're giving you RICO for singing about it. Like that's crazy. And they're putting away 17-year-old kids on the corner, 17-year-old kids in the corner in the Bronx, and they're going after like the head of rap music right now. So like they're going top to bottom and everybody in between. SoundCloud's gonna have like 12 rappers left when this is over.
Man,
on the jail.
Telling you,
y'all dumb as fuck. But this was a great show.
They're going after everybody.
Appreciate everybody. We covered the topics, and that's what we did. I promise you the topics, and that's what the fuck we covered.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homies. Shout out to B-Rad. Shout out to Mount Mac, of course. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that even left a comment. A couple people. Couple people. And of course, my boy James Hudson. You know, we're gonna get him on the team.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it ain't. Love y'all. Peace.